Hello, today's date is January 30th, 2019. For today's video source inspection, we're filming an there was an electrical short issue with this tool, and it has been brought back to Sitek. The original PO number is 501-591-629, and the recipe will run is 60-second rinse, 90-second dry 1, and 120-second dry 2. Before we get started, we have air purging into the bowl. Nearly looks like a full boat of wafers. I'm going to run the tool to show that it's functional. I'm going to talk about some of Sitek's offerings as well as ways you can get a hold of us. And we're going to submit this video to our customer to get their approval to ship it back to them. The electrical short has been fixed. Let's begin. Okay, we are in our rinse. This tool didn't go in for a refurb. It was specifically to troubleshoot the short. If the customer is interested in a refurb in the future, our process starts with breaking down the rinser dryer all the way to the component level. That's where we clean and electropolish all metal parts, as well as test every single part of the rinser dryer for function. Once we do all of our testing, we build the SRD from the ground up until it is complete. Once we have built the complete head assembly back up, it goes into our dry test. This is where we test the SRD for full function without facilities being installed. Okay, we're running nice and smooth. We're still in our rinse here. They rinse for an entire minute. A lot of our customers have different recipes, but we're filming this customer from New York's recipe. And we're ramping up in speed. We're now in our dry one. This will be for about a minute and a half. Once the tool passes dry quality control, it moves into our wet test. This is where we test the tool for full function with facilities installed in preparation for our final test. So once we pass wet test, final test is configuration you see before you today. This customer is sending their poly with their head this time, and a lot of customers will send in entire double stacks. Sometimes they'll send in their head on a cart, or they'll send in just a bare head assembly. They send in the poly, so this is what we're going to be shipping back to our customer. In final test, we also run over 50 various process recipes to make sure the tool is ready for plug-and-play replacement in their fab. For this customer, we have ran far more than 50 recipes as we wanted to make sure that everything was fixed and do some extra, what we like to call burn-in testing. Okay, we have our heater light. Tool is running great. Check our time. So we have 20 seconds left at high RPMs. As you can see, we've slung quite a bit of water off of the wafers and cassette, as well as our window here. There's less water. We're going to slow it down in RPMs here any second now, so we can let our heater elements do the work to dry the wafers. Okay. I can feel and hear that the tool is now slowing down. We're in our dry 2. Now that I've discussed our refurbishment process with you, I'd like to talk about spare parts and service. Parts we provide for the tool include controllers, rotors, motors, as well as LC4s. These are also components that we repair. So 100% spare parts and service support. I've talked about the larger components. Smaller components that we sell include windows, door seals, start and stop switches, pressure switches, ACR valves, solenoid valves, the rotor stop positioner, and any other part you could think of on your spin rinser dryer. We can support and supply it for you. Since the poly cabinet's right here, you can't really see our build quality, but every part outside of like a heater element, we put a sticker that has a Sitek's name, website, phone number, as well as our part number, so it's super easy to replace any parts on your spin rinser dryer. We take our documentation very seriously, as we want it to be as simple as possible for our customers to upkeep their equipment. Okay, so we're running nice and smooth. You can see by our light here on the faceplate that we are getting heat. We have just under 30 seconds left. I'm going to list off some equipment that we provide. Equipment we provide outside of spin rinser dryers includes box washers such as HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030. K&S, as well as Ultra T mask cleaners, metrology tools including ellipsometers, profilometers, resistivity, and more, barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of microscopes. Sitek is your one-stop shop for front-end fab equipment. Okay, we're ramping down in RPMs now. Just because we're at 0, it's not safe to open the door yet. We need the tool to come to a complete stop, the rotor stop positioner to fire the rotor into the 12 o'clock upright position, and for the door seal to deflate all air. Since this is an ST model rinser dryer, there is a delay between now and when the rotor is going to upright. If I were to force the door open right now, I would cause damage to this rinser dryer. That's why we have to wait until we're upright and the door seal deflates. So on the controller, you can't see it because it's down below here. It has the number 9 on it, and that is because we're waiting for the rotor to upright. If you need any of our spare parts or services at Sitek, our phone number is 916-797-9000. Our website is www.sitekprocess.com. You can send us an RFQ there or email us at our email address, sales@sitekprocess.com. Okay, we have warm N2 purging into the bowl. Residual droplets of water. You do not want to dry to a bone dry bowl, as you would be more prone to high particle counts. And we have dry wafers. This was a success of a process run. Our customer is going to be very happy to get this tool back into operation. We thank you for watching today's video source inspection. We'll see you next time.